Minnesota has many beautiful places. There are fields of green, sandy yellow beaches, and cozy villages. All the engines love passing through the picturesque landscape. But there is one place, however, that the engines all avoid. The smelters. The air seemed to grow colder as the sound of snorting machines whirled all around. Worst of all, the line's side was littered with rows of rusted cars, trucks, and engines. It is also run by two menacing diesel engines, Harry and Bert. They take great pleasure in their work and never miss a chance to taunt the engines.
Don't get too close to the cars, Torch, or they might just cut you up on sight.
The engines knew that Sir Tom Head would never scrap them, but all the same, Harry and Bert's teasing chilled them to the boiler. One cold night, the diesels were idling outside the smelter shed. They had finished their work and were ready to go home. A low mist hung over the yard, and the sound of smelting machines danced in the air. "Another good day's work behind us, eh?" rumbled Harry.
Couldn't be better,
Oozed Bert. Their conversations were interrupted by two familiar horns. Through the mist, Spider and Dodge arrived. A line of trucks groaned behind them. "Hello," greeted Harry. "What can we do for you two?" "Evening," said Spider. "Special delivery for you two," said Dodge. They motioned to the flatbed behind them. On it stood a rusted old engine. Its cab had deteriorated so much they could see its corroded controls and firebox door. Well, smirked Harry. "This is my kind of surprise." "They were clearing out an old mine on the mainland," said Spider, "and they found this wreck, tangled in the weeds. Must have been forgotten when the mine closed." "Scrapyards are at capacity on the other railway," finished Dodge, "so we were told to bring it here on a return train to Sodor." "Why, thank you very much," chuckled Harry. "I'll show you two to the fuel pump. Bert, move that old rust bucket to the shed." Bert didn't like being bossed around, but he complied as Harry, Spider, and Dodge rolled away. He grumbled as he dragged the heavy flatbed into the glow of the smelter shed.
"Stupid Harry,"
he growled.
"He could've just bought this from you."
As he moved along, the old steam engine creaked and groaned. It almost sounded like laughter. Bert pulled it into place, and then moved alongside. He sneered. "Is that what you think of me?" Bert ground to a halt. For the first time he saw the front of the old engine. Its face was smudged and dirty, and its eyes were weary. Wheezed the engine. Bert scoffed. "I used to be just like you," sighed the engine. "I was collecting your wine, but everyone told me how powerful I was. The ancient engine before me, Art's last was like a king. I love my ride." "How can you climb you are, eh, old timer? You would have worked that with me. This was good, Steve. And now you have no more to give. Stand aside and let the new engines take charge." The engine sighed. "Now look at me. I was invincible until Jesus came. I've got to take something medicine. You are around one. What happened to you? Bert spluttered. "I am all you want. But I set the void as proof of it. Time alone, and you placed." Bert was silent. The engine's words sent chills through his frames. "Perhaps you should show more kindness and attention to that area. We've done our fair share of work. We just want to go in peace without your mockery and sneering." by the engine's words, but didn't want to show it. He continued to sneer as he rolled out of the smoking shed. Harry was waiting for him. Spotter and Dodge had gone, and the mist was beginning to lift. "Where have you been?" Harry growled. "And who are you talking to in there?"
Stupid old steamer.
barked Bert.
Tried to tell me we went on a date one day.
Harry stared blankly. "How did you talk with it?" Bert looked back. As the doors to the smelter shed began to close, he saw no face on the engine, only a rusted smoke box door. Bert was in disbelief. The shed door shut with an unsettling thud. "All that exhaust has got to you," Harry cackled.
Oh, shut up.
Bert snapped, and he rolled out to the shed without another word. Bert is a different engine now. While still menacing, he no longer taunts his steam engines with threats of scrap. He is silent whenever he goes into the smelter shed, where he thinks of the spectral old engine. I think the engine's words will follow Bert for a long time. Don't you?